Today we're combining Simon Hurley's solar paste with Gina K Design's 3D embossing folders. Hi everyone, it's Annette with ASCardDesign. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. All the supplies I'm using in today's video will be linked in the description below, along with some affiliate links if you'd like to choose to use those. And we're going to be starting off with Simon Hurley's solar paste. It's been a while since I've used my solar paste, but I love this product. And what they are, it's just like a creamy, translucent, metallic paste that is really fun and adds so much to your projects. So I'm just using an old rewards card and a palette knife, and I found this cutting board, I think is what you call it, from the dollar store, but they're just plastic boards, and I find that they're really nice to use for these messy projects. But I'm bringing in my cardstock, and we're going to use these beautiful colors. This one is Royal Flush, and I'm just going to show you here how creamy this product is, and just wait till you see what you can do with this. So what I'm doing is I have my card panel down, and I'm just taking my palette knife, and I'm just going to grab a little bit and put it on one edge, the long edge of that rewards card. And obviously I don't use this card anymore, but I'm just going to smear a fairly good amount all across that one edge. And I'll show you here in a minute about how much I'm using. And I'm just scraping off any excess. And you do want to make sure you clean off your tools right away when you're using these products. So there you can kind of see about how much. So I am just going to set this on the lid of one of those jars just to get it out of the way while I take some paper towel and wipe off my palette knife and get that cleaned off before it hardens. If you had a pan of water, you could use that, but I'm going to be using that palette knife quite a bit here, as you'll see. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rewards card and kind of angle it from one corner. And this, again, I'm pointing out that matte, it's plastic, so it cleans up easily. But I'm just going to angle my rewards card and just smear it all over that card panel. Now I'm just going in a back and forth motion, but you can just swipe it straight across, up and down, whatever, diagonal, whatever pattern you want. But just lay that down and then wipe off your card. And then it needs to set and dry, but I'm just trying to show you, it's a little bit, you can see the translucent color. There's lots of pinks and purples and lavenders. It's really pretty, but that does have to dry. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm just using a spray bottle of water to clean off my surface. And I'm going to clean that really well. And then I'm going to be bringing in the Royal Flush and the other two colors. So here I'm taking black cardstock. I wanted to do black and white so you could see the difference of what this looks like. So I'm putting a little bit of Royal Flush on one end, and I'm going to cap each jar in between and wipe off my palette knife in between, but I don't show you that. I'm going to show you that here, but I don't think I show you each time. And then I'm going to take the Crocodile Tears. Aren't these names fun? And then I'm going to put a little bit of that in the middle. And again, I'm going to just set that off to the side carefully so I don't tip it over. And then lastly, we'll take the Royal Flush and we'll put that on the end. Just put a glob. It looks like frosting. And then for here, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to start up in the corner, angle my card, and just kind of go back and forth. And you can put it on heavy. You can see it going down thicker in some places, or you can smooth it out. It really doesn't matter. You just put the paste down and let it dry. Now, I did some panels ahead of time and let them dry overnight. So here I had quite a bit on my card left over. So I brought in another panel, and I thought I would just do the same thing with all three colors on a white panel. And then I will clean up everything and set it all to dry. But you can kind of see the colors coming through. But those areas where it's thicker, it's going to really have to dry really well. I do believe you can heat set these, but I did some panels ahead of time, so these are completely dry. These are over 24 hours old, but same technique. I did the white card panel and then the black, and you can kind of see all that color shift going on. There's some greens and lavenders. And so what we're going to do is some 3D embossing. Now this is the Blossom Trio 3D embossing folder from Gina K Designs. It has the dies and also these layering stencils that you can use to ink blend and color your flowers. I'm not going to use those today, but I will in the future. And then we're just going to use the embossing folder. And we're also going to use the Floral Burst embossing folder So you'll see the two different designs, and I think I'm going to use the floral burst folder on that white panel, and then the blossoms trio on the black panel. So let's go ahead and get started. We're bringing in the Gina K Designs Intercut Die Cutting and Embossing Machine. This is a great tool to have. Now, I really like it. It just embosses nice and smooth. So what I'm doing is I am feeling for the bumpy side of my embossing folder. I want the bumpy side to be underneath the pretty side of the card panel because I want that pattern to pop up, okay, from underneath. And we're just, for the embossing, you just need the platform. And I have my machine set to 2D embossing, and my setting is at, I believe, at 3 on the tight side. And so I'm just going to run that through, and you'll see here when I get towards the bottom, I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to bring it back a little bit and then proceed forward. And what that does is it just makes sure that the bottom edge gets a good embossed. And you can see how beautiful this folder is. So pretty. And I just love that shimmer and shine from the paste underneath it. These make great anniversary cards, wedding cards, even sympathy cards. So we're going to just set that aside and doing the same thing with the other folder. I want the bumpy side to be underneath, and we will just position it. You can put your panel wherever you want, but I'm just centering it right in the middle. And again, I'm going to run it through. And when I get to the bottom, I'm going to bring it back a little bit and then bring it forward the rest of the way. And there you go. Now, I love 3D embossing folders, and I just think this is so dramatic. You could make this into any kind of a card, but look at all that color and shine. I love the solar paste. You can do so much with it. And so now I'm going to trim down my panels. I'm not going to use any of the Master Layouts die because I don't want to run these back through the die cutting machine. So I'm just using my Tim Holtz guillotine paper trimmer, and I'm just making my panels 3 3/4 inch by 5. I'm going to do that for both of them. And here I'm just bringing it up to the camera so you can see the shine again. The camera just doesn't do this justice, but I think that angle, you can kind of get the gist of how pretty that is. It's just so, it looks like a wedding gown to me. All right, and then we're going to cut this one down also, 3 3/4 inch by 5 inch. And then I'll show you. I love that swirl from the little edges from the credit card, or not the credit card, but the rewards card. I am going to save these scraps. In the end, you'll see, I wish I didn't, but I did. I kept them, and I'm going to decorate them on the inside, but you'll see later why I probably shouldn't have done that. But it's okay. These are handmade cards. They do not have to be perfect. I don't try to make them perfect, but it's just, there's a lot of love that goes into our cards that we make, right? And they don't all come out perfectly. Just have fun and just do it. That's the point. Just create and go with whatever you come up with. And so here I'm just using liquid glue, gluing it on my panel, my card base, and I'll do the same for that. I am going to be a little bit heavy on the glue because of all those dips and valleys, and I just want to make sure these panels stick well. You could use foam tape. I just wanted to glue them down. And then there are 2 quick cards right there. Now I am going to bring in these extra strips and you'll see I'm going to just glue them on the inner edge. Now, in theory, I liked this idea, but I discovered you really can't tell with this card, but they're just a little bit shorter than the actual card base. So you'll really tell on this one. So what I had to do is, you can see right there, I had to leave a little gap at the top and bottom just to make it look right. But I tried to take it off, but the glue was already setting and it was just going to be messy. So I left them, and I thought, it's okay. It's okay. It's just fine, and it'll be fine. And so I am going to just make this one a congratulations card. And I'm using the Gina K Mixed Messages Sentiment Sheets. And there's lots of different greetings. There's birthday wishes, happy birthday, congratulations, thinking of you. And these are printed on toner paper, so you can foil over them as well. And I'm just using my paperweight to set that down because, again, I did not use any foam tape. I just used glue, and the surface is a little bumpy, so I wanted to make sure it adhered really well. And there you have it. You have two beautiful cards, very easy to make. You just have to do a little bit of planning with the solar paste. Let it dry overnight before you start embossing it. And there's our finished card projects for today. I want to thank you so much for spending some time here with me today. If you enjoyed the video, and I sure hope you did, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next time I post. Coming up is another video I hope you'll enjoy. And until next time, have a great day.